curry teriyaki salmon for dandans, some tea. Welcome back to Sesh with Shawn E, who is me. I'm just gonna let it incense, cleanse the energy in the space, and also get it smelling good. What is up? How is everything going in your life? Hopefully it's going good. If not, it's about to be good because we're about to have a sesh. We're about to chill out for the night. I normally do these during the day, but you know, I just kind of felt like talking tonight. In my last video, I was talking about doing nothing and how you don't have to earn rest. But today, I'm going to talk about something that I did. So back in November or December of last year, I actually started going back to therapy because of my social anxiety around going to like events and stuff. It was taking a toll on my mental and also taking a toll on my career. So I decided to take a break, talk to a therapist, get my mental health together. And so I finally made it out to a concert. I went to a punk show, and I want to talk about how my night went. So this series has been, you know, me opening up about resetting my mindset and allowing blessings to come into my life and allowing good things to happen. And in order for me to achieve that, I not only practice mindfulness every single day, but I'm learning to detach from specific outcomes, because that was a huge like part of my anxiety and my stress around like going to events, whether I was working them or just going to hang out. A week before the concert, I was thinking about bringing my camera, right? I haven't shot a show in almost a year, I think. It's been almost a year since I've actually taken pictures at a concert, so I was debating on whether or not I was going to do that. I was going to bring my Canon. Ooh, it's right here. What is it, T7i? My Canon T7i. I'm bad at names, y'all. But I was gonna bring, you know, the updated touchscreen camera. But I decided last minute that I was going to bring my baby. Ooh, look at her. She doesn't even have the name tag on her anymore. She's falling off the bone. But this is the very first camera I ever bought myself. It is a 2006 Canon Rebel XTR. She's a vintage girl, you know. She'll be 20 years old next year. An oldie but a goodie. But the thing about this camera is that the focus on the camera is not, like, it's way off. But I decided to take my original camera, not only to save money, but to really push myself creatively. I wasn't really sure how my pictures were gonna come out. I was kind of debating back and forth if I was even gonna bring it inside the venue, because I brought it with me regardless. But I was debating if I was actually gonna bring it inside and shoot with it. I got there, and pretty much that whole night was like the first time that I noticed that I really just went with the flow. We sat by the bar, and there was this guy sitting at the bar, and he was like, I'm talking about like full head and face and everything covered in tattoos. He looked so cool. We're just kind of sitting there waiting, chilling, waiting for the show to start. He started having a conversation with me, and I found out that he has his own business. He's traveled the world. He's like such a cool guy. He said he was 66 years old, and I'm like, I could just tell by his energy and just by his appearance that he lived a life. In that moment, I was just so grateful for that interaction because it was such a great conversation. The night went on. I ended up like running into two people that I know at the show, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Friends. I was already with someone. Then it was like, oh, wait, hey, I didn't know you'd be here. And then it was like, whoop, oh, hey, I remember you. And it was like, whoop, oh, hey, how are you been? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I was just so shocked to like run into people, because I was like, I just didn't expect anyone I knew to be here. It didn't cross my, like, none of that crossed my mind. It was a significant moment for me because I used to overthink every single little detail. I would overthink my outfit, the route to take there, what time to get there. I want to get there at a time where I'm not too early but not too late so that I don't miss anything. And oh my gosh, who's gonna be there? And if I run into this person, what am I gonna say? And then I got to take pictures and like my mind would be racing over going to a concert, y'all. It had got that bad. So the fact that I just flowed and just kind of like didn't think about the outcome of going to the concert, it just all flowed and I was present and I was like, wow. So that's another experience I'm grateful for. And my pictures came out so cool. So if you want to see those pictures, go ahead and go to my Instagram. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put it right by over Roger Rabbit. I like to share things that I learned because knowledge is wealth, and I believe in spreading the wealth, so I spread knowledge. One way that I practice mindfulness on a daily basis that's pretty easy is just paying attention to my body. Just at any point in the day, take a second and pay attention to your body. I'm more prone to getting like tense when I'm driving because I'm on alert and I'm really focused and I don't want, no accident. You gotta pay attention. And as I breathe out, I'm just imagining me releasing all the tension out of my body. Quick little body scan, and then boom, back to, Next thing I do is just observe what I see around me. So I go for mindfulness walks. I just call them walks, but for the sake of the topic, mindfulness walk. So I just walk around my neighborhood, no headphones, and I'm not on my phone. And as I'm walking, I'm looking around and I'm looking at the birds. And if cars go by, I'm noticing the cars going by. If a person is walking by, I'll look at the person, I'll greet them, or do a wave, and just, be present while I'm walking, and just, looking at everything, and just be like, hey, look at that brown dog, okay, green truck, that's just that third. This is also another thing I do when I'm driving. It's easy to zone out and get caught up in your thoughts while you're driving. But when you're driving, you don't zone out. So paying attention to what's around you while you're driving, not only is that good for your safety, but it's good for being present in the moment. When I notice my thoughts beginning to race, I'll pause and I'll redirect my attention back to the present moment. Or I might say some affirmations. It depends on what I'm feeling like. Being present makes it harder for you to judge a moment before it even happens. So instead of focusing on a specific outcome, you just say like, whatever happens, either way, I am going to be okay. And I just learned this one. If it's not this, then something better is coming. Everything is always working out in my favor. Yeah, that's all I have to say for this session. I'm ready to lay down and finish this food. I actually figured out a little schedule for my videos. I'll be posting on Wednesdays and Fridays. That's where you gotta join the Sesh. You'll be here on Wednesday and be here on Friday, and make sure you got your stuff. That's it. Ooh, you see my notes? They're so organized. Oh.